Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm the Gray Strega. We are doing the daily collective read for today, Saturday, January 7th. What is coming through on the cards for today? Let us find out. Can I please get 5 cards to get started on today's spread? All right, we've got the first card coming out is the 3 of Wands. So what this is really saying right now is today is a day to look into the future and to make the determinations as to how to move forward. We like this a lot because this is a card of planning, of preparation, not necessarily movement yet, but really taking the time today to survey where you find yourself and to decide how you are going to best move forward from this point. Also moving through today in terms of what we have coming through, can I please get another card? Whoop, we've got 2 cards coming out. I'm going to read them as they came. The first one is we've got the 9 of Wands in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here is there's also an understanding and a need that you are ready to break out of your shell, that there may have been some situations or circumstances that had you feeling blocked, that had you feeling trapped. You're not feeling like that any longer. You are ready to break through. You're ready to break out. You're ready to break out of some of these things that have had you feeling more negative or more guarded or more hurt. You're understanding that that time is over, and that's what's allowing you to look around at your plans, at your opportunities to figure out what is going to be best for you moving from this point on. The third card, and the card that is the center of our spread today, is this card of completion, the 10 of Swords. So a lot of this is coming into acceptance. We've been seeing a lot of completion cards coming through in these spreads, understanding that certain cycles are over, that they've kind of given you all the information you need about them, that there might not necessarily be any coming back point from them. And it's understanding this and giving yourself the grace to understand the things that are not meant for you, that is going to allow you to move forward with the most energy and vitality from this point over. For many of you, this is going to feel like circumstances or situations that you poured a lot of time and energy into. And it's really kind of this straw that's broken the camel's back thing, that this is something that you're not just turning away from like a momentary decision, but you're really just getting the insights of all the ways that this was slowly leading to this closure moment. And rest assured that this closure is coming with this being in its completion point. Continuing on this cycle for today, can I please get the next cards? 2 more cards, please. The other thing is you're trying to move away from this completion moment with the most positivity possible. You're trying to tell yourself that you know what is and is not for you. You know what you can and cannot do, and you're not necessarily looking right now to put your energy in anything that isn't going to result in tangible effects. And it's this tangibleness, this ability to see the results of your actions that are allowing you to walk away from the things that aren't serving you and instead put that into new things, into new projects, into new possibilities that you think are going to be able to yield fruitful, tangible results. I love this. Is all Wands and Swords right now. I'm totally okay with it. The next card to complete this 5-card spread is spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. There's the Pentacles. So what we're also seeing here is this does, even though you are looking at these new opportunities and things like that, this does have you feeling kind of guarded. There is a point in this where you are holding back more than you ever have before. You're really learning the lessons about giving your energy away to the wrong people or in the wrong places. And that's what you're doing right now. You're looking outwards, but also calling your energy back to you so that you can put it in the places that you feel like it's going to be most valuable going forward. Continuing on from this point, getting clarity right now between this 3 of Wands. So this need to look forward, to look at the new possibilities around you and the opportunities, and not feeling as guarded as you may have been feeling in the recent past. Can I please get 1 card to clarify? There it is. We have Queen of Pentacles. So this is going to hit a little differently depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that that's not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. Now, for masculines, this is going to be a renewed attention to a feminine that you feel is stable, that can create this security for you and around you. And this is what's got your attention right now. For feminines, this is going to be embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy, trying to be in this place where you don't need to turn to others, but that you're focusing primarily on your own abundance, on your own prosperity as you go forward. Clarifying between this completion moment and this ability to come out again. So feeling like you're ready to come out of your shell because you're accepting the completion of cycles that are happening around you. You're ready for the new things to come in. One card to clarify. We have not necessarily ready to take action yet. Like I said, this is a day or a preparation. This is a day of planning. This is a day of looking at where you have to go and setting the course. And as such, you're not necessarily there yet, but you're building that, trying to build that financial abundance and security. You're trying to build that security around you so that you know that when you have to take that intuitive moment into this new thing, you will know just what to do. Getting clarity right now between this completion moment with this Ten of Swords and this ability to try new things, to put your attention into new avenues, being ready to finally open up to those new opportunities and those new mindsets and those new projects and those new passions, as long as you can see the results coming to ground. No more of this flimsy in the air things. It's time for things to start to have that landing point. We are going to pull the first card that we see, and that is Knight of Cups. And this is saying to me, depending on whether you align to masculine or feminine energy, bearing in mind that that's not based on gender, but what you feel aligned to, that for masculines, this is going to feel like coming forward with some sort of kind act, showing that feminine energy that you feel is supportive, that you want to like engage with, that you have something to offer. And so feminine, therefore, is also looking for this in masculine. They're looking for the apology. They're looking for the communication. Everything is around communication right now as it relates to the masculine and the choice about where and to whom they put that communication. Whereas feminine is not necessarily, is like knowing that they're waiting for this, but they're not putting their intention on it as much. They're just focusing on themselves and their own abundance. And not necessarily waiting, but just understanding that that's one of the reasons they're choosing to end some cycles and to start new ones, is because of the communication coming in from the masculine, and whether it's positive or whether it's just non-existent. Getting clarity between the Ace of Wands, the ability to ground new projects, plans, and passions, but also feeling very, very, very guarded with your own energy and pulling back where necessary. Just dropped a bunch of cards, but we're going to read the top card that fell on the floor because I can see it, and it is Ace of Cups. Self-care is key. Self-care is key. I don't mind that. Fully embracing it. There is a desire here to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. And that's what's allowing, even during this closure moment, and even waiting for others to kind of come forward with communication, to say that you're going to put your care above the care of anything else. We love that. That is a very good place to be. Getting clarity right now between the Queen of Pentacles, so this need to ground, renewed focus for feminine on one's own abundance and security. Also feeling like you're trying to feel out your intuition. You're not necessarily making a choice yet, but you're letting your intuition guide you as it relates to creating this abundance and security for yourself and doing the things that you need to do. Can I please get one card to clarify? We have it here. Eight of Swords. So for many of you, this is feeling like you're not ready to take the step yet, but you're starting to get that intuitive guidance. For masculine, this is going to be just making the determination, starting to feel that intuitive guidance of taking a leap to move towards your feminine manifestation of security and stability that you would like to build something more secure and stable with. You're just not necessarily there yet. Little bit of victim mentality here, a little bit of the other person waiting on the other one. But I also feel like with the intuition of the Two of Swords, everyone kind of realizes their role here and what they need to do to help people feel like they're not trapped in a circumstance or situation. Getting clarity right now between the Two of Swords, so this ability to feel this intuitive, waiting for the intuitive understanding to come in order to take action. And for masculine, making that come through in terms of how they're going to communicate and what they're going to communicate. Whereas for feminine, it's coming through as trying to decide how to build security for themselves and stability. We have, can I please get one card to clarify? There it is. The World. We love this. We love this in the center spread. So what this is really saying to us now is that there is a feeling that there's a lot of different opportunities available there. And so even masculine, they're trying to be very cautious with their communication and let their intuition guide them into the right direction, because they want to make sure that they're moving in a place where a lot of things are going to stay and remain open to them through that communication. For feminine, this is going to be not necessarily waiting on a masculine communication, but feeling like there are apologies or communications that they're waiting on. They're allowing their intuition to hold their spot, because in the meantime, they're moving into a space where they are just manifesting the things that they want with or without that communication coming through. Okay, getting clarity right now between this Knight of Cups. So for many of you, waiting for apologies or communication, but also using this time to focus on your self-care in the interim, which we love. Can I please get one card to clarify? There it is. We have the Nine of Pentacles in its reversal. So one of the only issues that may be causing a block around this right now is the fact that for some of you, there is some anxiety or discomfort in the place that you're immediately located. This could talk about some discomfort in the home or the place that you're in. This could also deal with the fact that you need to work through the idea of kind of being able to sit with yourself and be alone and enjoy your space. And this is, I think, where some of the self-care is coming through, because as you're waiting for these offers of communication, for these opportunities, you have to kind of sit with yourself. And this is what's really leading you to learn more about your own self-care, is understanding that you have to do this work for yourself, for your best interest. And that requires you in creating a space that you're comfortable and happy in, and also being happy just being with yourself, sitting with yourself and seeing what you can create in that space, which is a lot. Continuing on this reading right now, getting clarity between, and I have to point out here, this is very important. I think it's very important to note. We've got this beautiful merging right now of the World with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles around them, which is saying to me this is really acknowledging and recognizing that though you may feel trapped in some place, or you may not necessarily feel happy in the place that you are, that a lot of this is a victim mindset about getting better in tune with your own self and learning how to be with yourself. Because the more that you're able to be with yourself, the more you realize that these are not limiting factors, that they actually create this world of opportunity around you, because this independence is not trapping and it's not uncomfortable when you're doing it well. Getting clarity right now between this Eight of Swords, so this victim mentality, this anxiety that someone's not going to come to rescue you, but then also trying to fight against that and realize that that's not the case. And by changing the script, you realize that you have the whole world at your fingertips, that you have this huge manifestation potential because everything is in your hands. Can I please get one card to clarify? We have Page of Pentacles. You know, for many of you, the reason that you're not accepting this right now is because you're waiting for someone to come forward with an offer, which seems a little counterintuitive to the World card, but makes a lot of sense when we see the Eight of Swords, right? Because that's the thing. Someone's looking for someone to come in with the solution, with the plan, whereas they're also fighting this fact of saying, maybe I don't need that. But that's the other thing. It's also understanding that if someone were to come in right now with that offer or plan, you might just determine that it's so small and so paltry, it doesn't really do much to help you anyway. And that's one of the reasons you're also looking towards the World. Looking at the World card as it relates to your own sense of not being able to sit with yourself, not necessarily being in a state of comfort with yourself, not necessarily being in a state of comfort with yourself and your environment. Can I please get one card to clarify here? Whoop! We've got two cards. Listen, I think for a lot of you, though, this is also something that you're forcing yourself into. Thank you so much for the gift, because for many of you, you've just decided that you have to learn to be more comfortable with yourself, because you've tried being out with other people and you've decided that it's just not for you, particularly coming through with the Three of Cups here. And so for me, it's really saying, like, you know, it's not necessarily that you're not looking for people to enjoy things with, but it's really saying that you haven't found that group yet. And you're trying to take, or that you've had groups like that and it hasn't worked out well. So you're really trying to take a bad situation. You're trying to make the best of it by saying, like, okay, look, I don't really have a tribe or a group of people that I really enjoy spending time with right now. I don't really enjoy celebrating with right now. So I'm going to like double down on trying to learn how to enjoy this time with myself, as hard as that is, because I realize that there's huge manifesting potential if I'm able to do that. Getting clarity right now between our final card, these offers that you're waiting to come in that would help you feel less trapped, as it were, in your own space, with your own self, versus this lack of desire to really engage with too many other people because you feel like it's kind of gone the wrong way or gone sideways with you in the past. Can I please get one card to clarify? Our final card for this week, for today's spread. That is more than one, but we will take both. There's a frustration point. We're ending with a frustration point because it is a limbo moment that makes a lot of sense, where we see the World card, which is, again, an inability to want to leave, but an inability to go anywhere. This is literally limbo. Inability to go anywhere, and inability a desire not to leave, and inability to go anywhere. Everyone's kind of holding in their space right now, deciding their next steps, trying to get more comfortable, but with being with themselves, not necessarily potentially doing that super successfully. So today's energy is going to feel a little frustrating, but I definitely think that we can get through it. You know, we just need to be a little patient. We need to be a little patient. We need to give ourselves a little grace. Bottom of the deck right now, as we go through this, is Two of Pentacles in its reversal. Listen, for many of you, this is just an opportunity where you realize that you have been juggling too many options, allowing too much energy into your life that was not serious, making you not be able to be serious, causing kind of this chaos in your life, because the more that you're able to allow this like non-serious energy in, the more it feels like you're playing games, the more you feel like you're being juggled. And so for many of you, this is just a moment that you're really looking at the energy around you and you're saying, like, you know, I don't want to entertain circumstances or scenarios that are going to keep me in such a low vibration. You're moving towards ones that you think are going to lead to deeper commitment. And I think that for many of you, this pulling back of energy is just not accepting the energy that you're seeing around you right now and saying, like, I choose, if that's the energy, I choose myself over whatever that is, because that's not for me. And I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. I'm totally good with you choosing yourself over an energetic connection or an energy coming towards you that does not feel aligned towards you. Well, that's it for me today. I just want to thank you guys so much for having this daily collective read with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a personal read, a private reading, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. Please keep in mind, it is a two-step process. When you go to book a private reading, you have to book the reading and you have to pay for the reading. If you don't do both, we can't have the reading. Also, please keep in mind that if you are a subscriber to my TikTok channel, that you can take 10% off any of my services when you go to pay. Just be sure to mention my TikTok subscriber ID at the point of payment. I want to thank all of you for being here with me today to have this private personal reading, and I will be back tomorrow to give you your daily collective. Thank you guys so much. Take care.